Hi, we are in the group 3 in the K3 presentation. That is the flattened student. Now you can move. We are presentation about the K3, yeah? And that's for my team. We have 6 people in my team. And now we move for the outline in the presentation. We have 6 points. So the first one is the company overview, the key products and the service, the marketing and the shareholding. And B is the environment analysis. We will do about the SWOT and Patel analysis. And next we for the staff and recessions and some reason for the lower motivation and the challenge. And next one is the strategy of recommendations and implementation plan and the budget analysis. Now we move for the information about the companies. And the Childcare Legacies is the charity company and established in 1992 by Alexander. And they have two parents, balance the work and the family commitment. They are currently one of the guys have large and longest established children care provide for the breakfast club and after school care in 6 local schools as well in the vacation club. Over 26 years of experience, they continue to develop and care for 230 children every day. And some key product and service. Number one, they full day childcare programs, more education, early childhood, and more activity and support for innovations. And more and for the market, they focus on the present and the children as well.
Yeah, this is a stakeholder analysis now. So under this stakeholder analysis, there are some people we need to keep in check that they have high interest and low interest, and they have high power over the decision of the organization. So under this now, there is the power and there is the low, high interest, low interest. Under the high power now, we have the with high power and high interest. We have the parents and the children. This is very important to the well-being of the school. Because without the parents and the children, the school will not move forward. And the main aim of the school is to protect the dignity and uphold the interest of the students. So under this now, we have to keep the parents and the children in check, making sure that they know about the decisions of the school and the board of directors. They are very important to the organization. So under there, then we have people that hold high power, but we can still keep them low in check is the government because of their policies and all. The policies of the government sometimes can affect the overall output of the school or of the organization. So you always have to keep them in check to make sure that this is what they are always liaise with them. This is what we want to do and how so everything can work smoothly. And we have the schools. The schools is very important because there are board of schools underneath it. So we always have to come together to be like to put in laws that will suit all parties. So now I move to the SWOT analysis. So you all know SWOT stands for strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So now under the strengths, they have over the years they've built this experienced and qualified staff. So it makes them top up their game that yes, they are renowned for hiring experienced and qualified staffs and also for innovative educational programs. They bring out programs like regularly to enhance and to boost the children's performance. And also one of their weaknesses, dependence on local demographic. They are not trying to like break barriers, go outside and see what they want to do still. And also they have limited technological integration. That's low level of technology, like children with special needs. So there's like limited technology to suit all parties. So now the opportunities here now is community partnerships. They should go more for community partnership, partner with communities to see how they can help build and strengthen the relationship of the organization, and also specialized programs for diverse needs. They should not just limit it to just one program per person because we have different kids, different kind of children and all with different needs. So they should organize programs that suit diverse needs. And also the threats here now are the government policies, the changes like they change over time. So they always have to like maybe when they put in this law today, sometimes it might affect what their curriculum. So they have to like abide by it and like be dynamic because as everything changes, you also have to change and like adapt to it. And also competitive landscape. This one is also shows that there's different competition between different things, but they just have to stay on point to understand. They should be flexible. That when things go like this, we should improve it. When things goes like this, they should be dynamic. That's it. So thank you.
So now we are moving to the pest analysis. In the political, the changes in childcare regulations may affect the licensing and compliances. The subsidies and policies can also influencing the affordability for parents. In the economics, the impact on parent and employment and the economic downturns may affect in the income. And in the funding changes for early childhood education programs may affecting the finances. In the socio-culture, the structure of family, cultural preferences, the enrollment patterns are affecting, and at the same time, the family needs and cultural consideration enhances appeal. In the technology improves learning experiences and ensuring the data protection, security, and privacy is complete for digital communication is crucial. In the legal, the adherence to childcare laws and regulation is essential for parental compliances, and the legal consideration for employee rights, safety standards are impact on the HRS policies. And in the environment, the sustainable practices may contribute to a positive public image, and the environmental regulation may impact on building and maintaining the practices. So now we are moving to the industry analysis. We are using the Potter's five forces for the industry analysis. Based on this, the bargaining power of the buyer is moderate. The given parents have options, but the specialized nature of Lamesley programs may also limit their bargaining power. And competitive rivalry, it's also moderate. The competition from the other daycare providers necessitating continuous differentiation and strategic positioning is maintaining a market percentage. And the new entrant threat is low in the case of the industry analysis because owing a tight regulatory limitations including licensing and safety standards, and it make it difficult for fresh new childcare facility to enter the market. And the threat of substitutes in the threat of substitutes is also a moderate to given the alternative daycare options. However, Lamesley distinctive programs can also differentiate it. And in the bargaining power of suppliers is also low because there are several programs for educational asset the limiting the influence of Lamesley. Thank you.
The next is competitor analysis. In this competitor analysis, we are discussing about the strengths and weaknesses of the competitors. Strengths: Kids R Us. Based on the customer bargaining power, Kids R Us may have more electricity due to the larger community. Casa Club's strengths may also include space providing a risk to Lamesley. Littlehood's awareness of better childcare technology may also offer a risk. Weaknesses: Lamesley, on the other hand, can use its unique program to differentiate itself, reducing client power. Casa Clubs, on the other hand, can use its creative programs, this by emphasizing its unique pricing proposition. Little Hoods, Lamesley can preserve its competitiveness by improving its technology integration in child operations. The next is staff satisfaction and retention. In this, there are 5 challenges. Regulatory compliance. These results are particularly noteworthy in the light of critical role that children compliance plays in the overall development of the children emotions, cognitive and psychological control. It has been shown that children compliance predicts a few later outcomes such as academic performance and socio-emotional competence. Staff retention. Compared to their counterparts in daily reimbursement scenarios, frontline childcare providers in budget-based reimbursement context could be less likely to quit their jobs. Financial stability. Financial sustainability. Investments are also made by non-profit organizations, even though it makes up a low percentage of revenue than contributions. It is nevertheless then a significant source of funding based on the stock prices. These investments are also susceptible to downturns in the economy. Technological integration. Globally, COVID-19 has had a big impact on school systems. Several digital technologies approaches are needed to address preschoolers, digital market material learnings, especially the shift to online human interactions as school closures force educators to switch to online instruction, changing demographics. Although they have come a long way, demographics still have a lot to learn about the makeup of families and households. The significance of new family questions is highlighted by shifts in the demographics of families. Thank you.
Well, as per our analysis, we found some of the reasons for low motivation in Lamesley childcare. They are like limited professional development opportunities, lack of recognition and rewards, communication gaps, workload and burnout among employees, and compensation discrepancies. Well, methods for enhancing employee satisfaction and retention. Maslow's hierarchy of needs and Herzberg two-factor theory is apt for this organization to address the concerns of employees. Maslow's hierarchy of needs begins with psychological needs, safety, social and esteem, and self-actualization. Herzberg two-factor theory focuses on two factors like hygiene and motivation factors. Maslow's hierarchy of needs ensures that basic needs such as fair compensation, safe working conditions, and job security are met, and providing opportunities for professional growth and development, foster a positive and supportive work environment. Whereas Herzberg two-factor theory focuses on both the hygiene factors, examples like salary benefits and work conditions, and motivating factors like recognition, responsibility, growth opportunities. And it provides regular feedback and recognition for good performance, also delegating meaningful tasks that allow employees to use their skills and abilities.
So today I'm going to discuss the strategic recommendations we are going to do for this case study. So first one is increase the staff development program. So one of the major reason for staff are not motivated or they are just leaving their job, like companies are not able to retain them, is that the staff is not properly developed in the terms of their professional and personal things. So what the Lamesley Childcare can do, they can provide learning platforms and building opportunities for their staff so that they will have a clear view of their job and they are professionally and personally both attached to the job, and they will be able to provide high like high standard inputs. The second one is robust communication strategy. So one of the major reasons for staff like companies are not able to retain staff is that they are not being heard. Like staff believe that there is a communication gap and they don't feel trust while working. Okay, so what Lamsey Childcare can do, they can create a channel for clear and open communication, like they can do weekly or monthly meetings, they can have discussion session, or more further, what they can do, they can provide a web-based platform where employees can do where employees can put their input and their feedback, and higher management or maybe the organization or maybe like HR platform can solve their problems immediately. The third one is revised compensation package. So this is one of the major reason that employees leave the companies, is that they believe that they are not getting paid and their salaries are not up to that mark, or they are not having that like they are not having enough works. So what Lamsley Childcare can do, they can like review their staff's uh, working things and their and how much they are putting in the company for the childcare and everything, and then they can increase the salary, or maybe according to their services they can just increase their pack. They can increase their perks of the work, like they can give them some different compensation things like holiday pay or maybe some support in like car or other things. Now, last one is introduce flexible work arrangement. So it's almost a need of today's world that employees look for flexible working arrangement, a job which can provide a flexible work. So being a childcare thing, what the most important thing Lamsley Childcare need from their staff is that they should be properly engaged with the work. because it's the need of this job. So for this, what they can do, they can introduce flexible work arrangements, like people can work remotely from their home. Still, this job needs more physically, but they but this will enhance their this will enhance and give the impression to the employers, sorry, to the employee, that the company is considering their well-being, and the company is employee oriented as well. So this will help them retain their staff. Next is the implementation plan. So for these four recommendations, we have developed an implementation plan spread on a period of 1 year. So what Lamesley Childcare can do in the start, they can do like from first month they can do develop a training and work calendar, conducting staff meeting, followed by guidelines for flexible workbook, and then they can start going for a compensation structure, like starting reviewing them, implementing workshops and online courses so that staff can develop their services, and then implement the flexible work arrangement they have followed, and then evaluate the working of the employees, and then adjust their salary or benefit packages, and later on they can implement a communication platform, as we said earlier, and followed by the feedback. So like feedback is the important thing, and it should be going on, not just for the last month, it should be continue going on. And the last one is budget analysis. So we have our strategies in the first column, and we have assumed a total value, and we have allocated to each of the strategy according to what we have assumed the strategy might need. Then we have net benefits, and based on these assumed values, we have calculated the return on investment, the total payback period, and the risk analysis. That's all from my side. Thank you so much. And on the next slide, you can see the references. Any questions?